Hi, theory in a nutshell, a very basic concept here, the basic part about time signatures. What do those numbers mean? Well, here's what you see at the beginning of a piece, perhaps. You've got your clef. So if you're a flutist, you play in the treble clef. Cellist, you play in the bass clef. Viola, you play in the alto clef. So you've got your clef first. Then you have your key signature, right? Key signature. Then you have your time signature. And I find people do get very confused about this. So the top note tells you the number of beats. So top note, number of beats. So there are 4 beats in this piece. And then the bottom one, pretend there's a piece after this, tells you what type of beat it's going to be, the type of beat. So if the bottom is 4, your type of beat is a quarter note. So if it says 4/4, that means there are 4 quarter note beats in a bar. If the bottom note had been 2, like 4/2, that would have been 4 half note beats in a bar, and the bottom note can be 8. It could be 4 eighth note beats in a bar. Top note, how many? Bottom note, what kind? Yes, I know there are 16th note beats too, but I'm only doing the most basic ones in this video. So right now, for our purposes, our bottom note is going to be at 2, half note, 4 for a quarter note, or 8 for an eighth note. Now, this is called simple time. There is something called compound time. That's another video. These are the 9 main simple time signatures. Top note, 4/2, 4/4, 4/8. So 4 half notes worth of music in each bar, 4 quarter notes worth of music in each bar, 4 eighth notes worth of music in each bar. 3/2, 3/4, 3/8, 2/2, 2/4, 2/8. Okay, now here we have 2/4, so we have 2 quarter notes worth of music. Again, 2 quarter notes worth of music, 2 quarter notes worth of music, and 2 quarter notes worth of music. Okay, so that 2 tells us each bar, each measure can only have 2 quarter notes worth of music. Now, 4 16th notes equal a quarter note, 2 eighth notes equal a quarter note. So as long as it doesn't go over or under 2 quarter notes worth of music, that's all that matters. Okay, so that's our simple time. Now, these are the same. Common time, this C right here, that confuses people. I've had students say to me, well, I don't know what that is. And I mean, why would they know, right? So unless you tell them. So common time, that's because 4/4 is the most common time used in music. So 4/4 is common time. So instead of writing 4/4, for some reason they just decided to write a C. And if there's a line through that C, it's called cut time, and that means 2/2. Okay? 4/4 in common time, exactly the same thing. 2/2 in cut time, exactly the same thing. Now, why do some bars look the same but have different numbers in the key signature? So 4/4 has 4 quarter notes, and 2/2 can have 4 quarter notes in it. The difference here is what the composer wanted and the speed in which the music is being played. So for example, Mozart's overture to Marriage of Figaro, the Sinfonia, it's written as if it were 4/4 in a way, but if to conduct it would be like you couldn't conduct it like that, and you don't really want to play it like that. You want to excuse my singing. So it's really in 2/2. So it's a very fast moving piece. So 2/2 generally means it's a little faster. 4/4 usually means it's a little slower. And it doesn't mean really slow necessarily. I mean, the composer will write at the very top left-hand side of the piece what tempo they would like the piece to be at. But if something's going to be fast like that Marriage of Figaro Symphonia, the overture, it's going to be 2/2. Okay, so the difference between 4/4 and 2/2, it has mostly to do with what the composer's idea of the tempo is, of how fast they want it to go, and how they're envisioning it in their minds, I suppose. Okay, so that is a little look at time signatures. I hope this helped.